Hello everyone, and welcome to a different project of mine. I will be comparing different longsword scoring systems and what results they come up with in a bunch of sparring matches. As sparring is just another exercise, we usually don't try to win it and we almost never give scores to the exchanges. We make experiments, non-optimal attacks, test our distance management, play with different intensity, speed and force, so we could end up with plenty of messy exchanges, blow after blows and doubles. However, we do have a scoring system that we sometimes employ and that represents our way of fencing. We give each hit 1 point no matter the target, if it's a blow after or a double, but a strike to the head negates the option for an after blow. To make this scoring system comparison more meaningful, I am evaluating my sparring sessions with only one person, Bobo. I have taken all longsword matches that we have a video of from a 1-year period. Most of them are 3 minutes long, with a few being shorter or longer, and all are with minimum interruption between the exchanges. It turns out we filmed 15 longsword sparring sessions and have 156 exchanges that ended in a blow. My process of comparing the scoring system was simple. Watch a match, then watch each of the exchanges at half and quarter speed to determine what exactly happens, who hit what and when. Then write down what the call would be and score it according to each of the 5 systems compared. Out of these exchanges, Bobo hit me 88 times and I him 106 times. We also got 22 double hits and 16 blow after blows. Our rule for no after blow after head hit mattered in only 2 exchanges, where the person hit on the head also landed a hit afterwards. To be noted though, there may have been other times where we've stopped ourselves from delivering an after blow because of this rule in our sparrings. This will matter in only one of the scoring systems I've checked. While counting, I did separate hand and arm hits, neck and head hits, as well as shoulder and torso hits, but none of the systems take this into account. And before we go any further, it's very important to remember that this is only friendly training sparring sessions. So there should be no conclusion on who is the better fencer or anything of that kind. I will also be posting a full list of the scorings for each of the matches in my Buy Me a Coffee page, so you can see them yourself from the link below. Okay, so how did we perform? According to our scoring system, I've taken 10 victories, Bobo gets 2, and we have 3 draws. You may have guessed such result, having in mind the system's simplicity. I've made most strikes, so I've taken most matches. Almost identical system was also used at Hema Optimus Challenge in Bucharest in 2019. I happened to get bronze on longsword and gold on sidesword at this event, so this is a system that apparently suits me well. Bobo got the gold on longsword and silver on sidesword there, and you can find our sidesword final from this event in my channel if you'd like to see it. So let's go on to the second system. It's a variation that I've discussed with some international fencers, and it gives a bit of an advantage to the one performing a first strike and punishes the one with an afterblow. Hits on all targets give 2 points, but an afterblow gives only 1 point, and we keep the no afterblow after head hit rule. Doubles are counted as 0-0, so there is a difference in scoring if the hits are simultaneous. The only change that this scoring brings into our statistic is in blow after blow situations, so it's about 10% of the exchanges I've looked at. One of my wins becomes a draw, and both I and Bobo each take one of the draw matches. So it's not a big difference to the overall score, but I like the nuance that the blow after rule gives. I may score some of our future sparring sessions this way. The third scoring system comes from Serbian tournament, Swordplay from 2019. It gives 4 points for a head hit, 3 points for a torso hit or special technique, and 2 points for hits to the arms and legs. They also agree with our no after blow after head hit rule. Blow after blow and doubles both give a score of 0-0. This means that the difference in this system will be largely from the different values assigned to targets. The competition didn't allow throws and hits with hands, but I've scored them a special technique together with pommeling for 3 points each, but this doesn't change any of the match's winner anyway. According to this system, my wins drop to 9 and Bobo goes up to 5 with only one draw. My preference for arm hits starts to show here, as it's valued half as important as a head hit. As Bobo had delivered more than twice the amount of head hits and I have almost 3 times more arm hits, I still keep the advantage, but having the different values matter. As a side note, I would like to add that in my Longsword match with Bobo at the latest Swordplay tournament, I won with the same type of arm strikes. So now let's move to the fourth and most complex system. It's the one used in Hematlhon 2019, a tournament in Athens. It gives different points to different targets, 3 for head, body and legs, and only 1 for arms, the primary target I'm aiming at. Additionally, all one-handed strikes are valued with 1 point only, no matter the target, which also works against me. A double is again 0-0 as in Swordplay. The afterblow is with subtraction, and it deducts 1 point from the initial hit, which means that a first hit to the arm is nullified if there is an afterblow. A fencer can't gain any points if he afterblows at a higher valued target. Still, no afterblow after head hit. I will be linking the rule set in the description of this video, so you can read them fully if you are interested. Let's see how much did this scoring system brought me down. Bobo now has 9 wins, I have only 5 and 1 remains a draw. One-handed strikes and strikes to the arm being only a third of the value of a head hit, as well as the blow after blow rule, turns 3 more additional victories to Bobo compared to the previous weight scoring system. Now that I am the losing side, let's go to the final scoring system I've looked at, Swordfish. I haven't been there and took the rules from the Nordic League, which you can also find linked in the description. It scores head hit, neck and torso thrust as 2 points, and all other hits including one-handed hits outside creek at 1 point. Doubles and afterblows give the points according to the target, deducting each other accordingly. The scoring also awards 2 points for Bobo's throw. So I'm once again at a disadvantage, having mostly arm hits and 10% one-handed hits at large distance. So whenever I've hit Bobo at the arm, leg or cut at his torso and he hit me on the head, he gets 1 point and I go with 0. It also doesn't have the rule for no afterblow after head hit, which doesn't matter much in our cases, as most situations of blow after blow, the first hit is lower and the afterblow is to the head. So this is the most punishing context for me, and this scoring system leaves me with only 3 wins, the ones that I've dominated the matches anyway. Bobo remains with 9 victories and we have 3 draws. Well, I guess I shouldn't fence with him at Swordfish. One final thing to note about these scoring systems is that most systems had some rules regarding when to stop the match, with a number of points difference or number of hits. I have not taken this into account and have scored all sparring sessions from the beginning to the end, regardless the point difference at any moment. A fair question now would be if we would have played differently if we knew beforehand the type of scoring systems used. I can't be completely sure, of course, but I would say the answer is no. The obvious reason is that we were only sparring and it's a place to experiment and see what works well and what not. So by definition there are a bunch of less than optimal attacks. But also I think that the way we understand fencing and interpret priorities in it is so hardwired into us that we will not abandon it and change our way to win more points and accommodate for a specific scoring system. My limited experience from the few competitions in 2019 certainly shows that I am playing the same way regardless of the scoring system used. This might not be the best competitive strategy, but I enjoy competing the same way I train. Of course, there are different modes of sparring and I have not taken them into account here, as I have used all available material. In a future video, I will be discussing how one can alter the way he spars, depending on their goals and strategy. If you would like to see it, you can subscribe to my channel, and if you enjoyed this video, give it a like. More details will be available in my Buy Me a Coffee page, so you can check there if you'd like more information. Thank you for your attention, and now let's go train.